Hey folks, my name is Paul, and I must confess, I really hate my older sister. People believe that parents like the youngest kids more. Even if the youngest kid is a boy, he still gets all that he wants. Well, at least I saw this in my friends' families with 2 or more kids. Unfortunately, things are a little different in my family. My sister Diana and I have a small age difference, just 1 year. In theory, we should be good friends, but something went wrong since our childhood. Maybe our parents helped it a little bit. Let's start with the fact that since her infancy, Diana has always gotten everything she wanted on just her first squeak. The reason was always the same: she is just a girl. So our room was littered with dolls, some plates, and fluffy toys. For me, there was only one shelf where I had a Lego kit and a couple of toy soldiers who were supposed to raise my morale. Same story with our clothing. As Diana was a girl, she had all kinds of dresses, beautiful jackets, outfits with unicorns and stuff. But what about me? I got 3 t-shirts, pants, and a dull gray sweater. I'm not trying to be fashionable and stuff, but I've quickly learned to count money. So I felt slightly offended. However, my parents used to say that builds my character. Sometimes it hurt when she got more attention, more toys, and other things, but mostly I had a blasé attitude towards it. I had a lot of friends in the neighborhood. They were cool guys, not some boring girls like Diana had. We built a tree fort and made mini bombs. There was also a pond not far from our house where snakes and frogs lived. Sometimes we caught them and threw them to the girls. They were shrieking so loud. But what's worse, I was always the one to blame for any bad luck. If the vase fell down and crashed, it was me. If no one could find the remote, it was me. When we had conflicts, my parents would always be on Diana's side. "Paul, you cannot beat a girl." Yeah, and what if that girl starts calling me names first and then runs to complain? I couldn't even prove anything. Of course, Diana was always innocent and she enjoyed it. We started going to school together, and we were in the same class. Our parents said that I was supposed to protect my sister from bullies. Of course, we pretended to be strangers in the classroom. I quickly got my own company, even though she was the youngest kid in the class. Diana had her own friends. We even managed to meet each other at school so that no one would guess anything. But of course, after the first parents' meeting, everyone knew the truth. Diana started saying that I'm ashamed to her. My appearance, my behavior, I was a little naughty, and she was an A student. Even my mere existence was a shame to her. I hated my sister. She was always such a snitch and a teacher's pet. And again, my parents were on her side. In high school, we totally separated. Our clever cookie beauty was getting honor roll and moving to a big city to study at the university. I was going to a local technical college, and if you believe my school teacher, to a juvenile prison after high school. Well, yeah, I didn't like to study. I'm not proud of it. Yeah, sometimes I would spread some glue on the blackboard. But I think everyone was somewhat one-eyed to me. Now I'm 19. I live separately and I earn a living for myself. I studied to be a mechanic and an engineer. My technical college teachers said I had a real talent. I got a job in an auto dealer showroom. That's so cool. I get good money and I have good conditions. I repair luxury cars and sometimes I even do test drives. Yeah, I need to rent an apartment, but it's not a problem with my salary. I change cool and elite cars like gloves. Well, I mean, at my work, of course. And no one knows about it. I practice sports, hang out in clubs, and my life is almost happy. I'm saving up money for a trip around the world. Maybe I will even move to another country to live. But all my family says I don't have enough brains for it. Diana is still the fly in my ointment. I mean, she and my parents. Diana went to a big city, but she couldn't study at the university there. She wasn't smart enough. And our parents couldn't afford to change her university and pay for the education. So our beauty came back to our town with a shattered crown. She entered our local college. She doesn't even try to find a job. She feeds off my parents, waiting for her prince to come and save her. So my parents ask me for money to support my sister. They use the same, "She's just a girl. She needs beautiful clothes, money for makeup, and for hanging with her friends." And yeah, why should I rent a house and spend money on myself when I have to work off just for our little sunshine? However, that sunshine keeps being rude to me and calls me a moron. No, I don't mind helping my parents because I really can. But supporting an unreasonable grown-up princess who's not able to communicate with people in a proper way and believes everyone owes her something? No, thank you. I've never gotten anything good from her in my life, just insults and constant complaints to my parents. Every month she gets more and more crazy, and I call home less and less. Honestly, I hate people like Diana. So let my parents have their own fun. Anyway, it's their own "she's just a girl" kid, and I have built my character now. I'm not a henpeck. Like this video if you agree. And girls, be reasonable. The fact that you need to be treated like a princess doesn't give you the right to use people and treat them like they owe you something.